Hello everyone, White Rabbit here. Follow me down the rabbit hole. So, second video. I've been kind of putting this one off, man. Okay, so I've been just receiving a lot of new information, and it's all stuff that I knew in my heart and soul that existed, but I've gotten like actual confirmation doing a lot of research. There's a video that really put everything that I was feeling in my heart and soul into perspective for me. And so this is what I'm talking about when I think it's interesting that, like, you know, some people across the world can have the same knowledge of something. Like, I'm not somebody who's always watching videos. Somebody sent me that video. I'm not somebody who's on the computer searching and reading articles all the time. And I've done that. I've been down that rabbit hole. That was like, you know, for me back in 2013 when I had my first big bang awakening. But like, the things that I know on a deeper soul level, it's because things that are being given to me, right? Information is being given to me. It's like downloads and streamings and pouring of information that I receive. It's not because I'm looking and searching it up. So when I saw this video that one of my friends sent me the other day, it was actually, I happened to watch it the morning of the 444 portal, which was like, because like I said, this is like literally the divine creator orchestrating this for me, because it's all stuff that I already knew in my heart and soul that I had not read anywhere. Just from picking up things of being observant of watching TV, because I watch TV, and I pick things up from movies, from TV shows that I know in my heart of hearts are real, and my soul can put shit together, whether it's on TV or not. I know certain things that are being shown to us are all based on truth, right? And so my brain is, and my soul is so old and knows so much shit that like I can create, it's almost like I teleport to these places, right? And I know that sounds weird, but when you are a multi-dimensional being and you've been here like multiple times, like I've gone into my records, my Akashic records have said that I've had multiple lifetimes, and those lifetimes have had parallel multiple lifetimes, and those lifetimes have had parallel that's what you call a multi-dimensional being. I've had so many parallel lifetimes that I've had them all. My soul has experienced everything that it has to experience, right? And so me coming here was just about remembering all that stuff, right? And so like I said, when I see certain things, my brain goes and puts together everything that I've experienced in all of those multidimensional lives and says, I know exactly what this is. It's like I lived it, right? And so for me, when I watched this video, I'll put the link down in the description, okay? When I watched this video, it was like my 2020 vision just went like 2020 vision, like tenfold. It literally was like I could see it with my eyes, the truth. Every moment that happened, I could see it. Now, I'm going to get in deeper to that later on. I want to, I do want to say, because of my last video, I don't want anyone to think that I am like anti, what is it called? When you don't believe, I'm an atheist, right? I'm not an atheist. I believe in a God. I believe in the divine creator. I believe in Jesus. Jesus is actually my brother and sits by my side. And Jesus is the one I have these conversations with. Jesus is telling me Jesus is truth, not the truth that's written in a Bible that has been fabricated by man. Now, when I received these truths, sure, did I want to deny them? Absolutely. Because they were that bizarre. They were that, it's like, no, that can't be true, right? And I denied them at first, and I denied and I denied and I denied, and I did not want to look until it was in plain sight. And then you realize this is happening all right underneath our nose, and we don't even know it because we're so programmed to be focused on work, survival, so that all you do when you're done doing those things is you just want to get home, watch TV, have a beer, have a drink, chill, relax, drink away your sorrows, smoke them away, fuck them away, whatever, right? This is how our society has coped for centuries. And there's an evil that exists in this world that if you knew, you would be completely disgusted. But people don't want to see the truth. They don't want to know the truth. So they don't ask questions and they deny. And I was there. I'm guilty of it. I've been there. But I want you to know that the information that I'm receiving is from higher beings. I have a spiritual entourage. One of those spiritual teachers is Jesus. But I have a spiritual entourage that is helping me from the higher realms. There's people who have passed that I could name names that are sitting beside me, encouraging me to speak my truth. People that have recently passed, famous people. My truths are coming from the light, the spiritual world of light. They are creating an army to fight the evil here on earth, because there is an evil here on earth that is literally putting the lives of our children in danger. So I suggest that if you have children, you listen up and become aware of what's really happening. Because our children and their children's children, our future generation of children coming in, need our help. Our children have been suffering. And I'm talking about the children of earth. There are children here that are suffering. And it goes beyond sexual abuse. It goes beyond physical abuse. And I don't say this to scare anyone, but it is to become aware of what's really happening, so we can get our minds focused on what needs work. And I know that it is scary, and I know that you'll want to deny it, but there are truths that are trying to be hidden right now by this evil side because they feed off of it. Now, I suggest that if you don't want to know the truth, you turn it off right here, right now, because it ain't going to get any lighter. I did pull some cards, so let's go a little light before we go dark. Loosen your grip. This card right here says coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. This is about loosening your grip on something that is not serving you. And when it comes to what I'm talking about here, it's that old way of thinking. Loosening your grip on the world you thought you were living in. Because the shit that I'm about to lay down is so fucking mind-blowing that you are going to want to deny it. You are going to want to say, no, she's fucking crazy. That's not happening. Trust me, I know majority of you will. But I'm not one to speak up unless I know what I'm saying is true. And for those of you who know me well, know that's true about me. This is about surrendering to God and allowing God to fill in whatever it is that those truths that you're holding on to that are lies, right? We've been lied to from the beginning, and I'm about to fucking break some shit down for you, okay? We've been fucking lied to. I started in the last video about the Bible. It started there. That's the fucking Mecca. That's where it started, right? Jesus is our brother. Jesus wants each and every one of you to know that you have the abilities that he had. You have the power of healing. You are a son or daughter of God. Jesus wants you to know that he sits by your side. And that anything that you fear when these beliefs of yours start to fall and crumble because you know they are not built on truth, Jesus has your side. In the last video, I mentioned, what about Jesus's texts? Why did they burn them? Why did the Vatican burn them? I know I would have loved to have read a text written directly from Jesus himself. Now, I don't know if you know about the Vatican and if I've ever been there, but they have reptilian statues inside the Vatican, like creepy ass reptilians inside the Vatican. And why does the Pope make the sign of the devil all the time? And do you know that a couple days after the Pope resigned, and this is all in the video, I'm just dropping little tidbits so it might, like a few days after the Pope resigned from his position, the Vatican Palace was struck by lightning, not once, but twice. This is God speaking. It's not just the Vatican. The Dalai Lama, the Tibetans. Yeah, I hate to say it. Dalai Lama got paid from a foundation that is owned by a pedophiler. Why? Nobody knows. And when he got questioned, what did he say? He blamed it on Trump. Of course, everything gets blamed on Trump. This evil is ruling the world. Now I'm going to tell you why. In my last video, I talked about the Rockefellers. I talked about the Rothschilds, right? Did you know that the Rothschilds financed the Holocaust? Yeah. Adolf Hitler. They paid Adolf Hitler to fucking murder everybody, pretty much. So my question is where are the Rothschilds when this whole pandemic is happening and we need help and people are dying and we need money in order to buy tests and in order to buy supplies? Where are the Rothschilds? Why aren't they funding the pandemic? What about the Rockefellers? Where are they? What about George Soros? Yeah, the guy who owns the election machines, where, you know, the voter machines, the one who paid all of the rioters after Trump won, the one who paid all of those refugees from, you know, stomping through the border. Those refugees that were like perfectly clothed, wearing shoes, had brand new backpacks, had cell phones in their hands, were being dropped off by buses. Yeah. All those people were paid by George Soros. Where is he now? How come he ain't funding this pandemic and helping us have some kind of relief in this pandemic? Where are they now? What about the royal family? Where's the help? Where are the richest people in the world right now when a global pandemic is happening? Where are they? Hiding like little bitches is what they're doing. Now, I don't know about you, but it seems a little fishy to me. Now, in the video, you'll see a clip of a little boy about 11 years old. Yes, it gets really deep. You'll see a video clip of a little boy about 11 years old, 10 or 11 years old, butt fucking naked, climbing out of the Buckingham Palace window with sheets tied up, butt naked. Now, why is there a little boy, butt naked, escaping from the Buckingham Palace window, like fighting for survival, like deathly fighting for survival, that he tied sheets together? Well, we don't know if that boy made it or not because he let go of the rope and you see him fall. But it wasn't in the news. Why wasn't it in the news? Why wasn't that in the fucking news? But there's video of it. There's proof of it. What happened there? Blows my motherfucking mind. Now, backtracking to when I was like, I think I was like post-pregnancy, and Obama was running for presidency. And I didn't follow politics back then. I didn't even vote back then. I didn't follow that shit at all. I knew my dad was a Republican, that's about it. So I probably consider myself a Republican, but I didn't follow that shit. But when this motherfucker stepped in and started talking and started spitting shit, and people were like, well, who the fuck is he? Where did he come from? I'm like, isn't that weird? We didn't know where he comes. We don't like, he doesn't have a background in this, like, we don't know where he comes from, yet he's running for president. I'm like, isn't that weird? Doesn't anybody think that that's weird? Who the fuck is this guy? I remember being like, he could fucking be like the Antichrist, literally the fucking Antichrist. I said this, he could be the Antichrist, and he's running for fucking president, and people are like, oh, because he talks good, and he talks, you know, he makes everything sound good. But you know what? That's because people were fucking fooled. I wasn't. I realized that he just talked a lot. He talked about all of the problems and how he was going to solve them, but he never talked about how he would solve them. Never brought any solutions. He was just a really good talker at saying, oh, I'm going to give you this. You know, like your fucking, like your school president, you know, he'll say anything. Oh, I'm going to talk to the teachers about removing homework. And yeah, we're going to vote for him because he's going to get rid of homework. Well, no, oh, sorry, you know, couldn't do that. Bro, come on. Like, people are dumb. And I remember thinking, this guy's going to win because all these fucking people are hypnotized by his words and his promises. That sounds pretty fucking familiar. The Antichrist? I mean, like I said, the Bible does have some good hidden information. But did you ever think of that? I think the Bible does actually talk about somebody becoming president, that somebody ruling, let's say somebody ruling that we would think is a good ruler, but ended up being the fucking downfall of the kingdom. And everyone wants to blame Trump because it's all happening now, right? But you think that Trump, in the 4 years that he's been a president, he could create this much destruction? I don't fucking think so. This shit has been happening for a long motherfucking time. Trump is the one good thing that's happening in our world. He's the one saving grace. He is being guided by the light. He is fighting for our children. Do you know that Trump doesn't get paid to be the president? He actually donates his money. Yeah. Because Trump doesn't need money. He can't be bought. But flip the coin. Think about it. Trump's trying to get rid of taxes. What did Obama do? Think about it. Now, this is where it gets deep. Obama and his right-hand man, Hillary and her right-hand woman, evil. Look them up. See what kind of lifestyle John Podesta has. In fact, watch not my video, the video that I'm sharing here with you here. And like I said, you're going to want to deny. You're probably not going to want to watch it, but I suggest you watch it all the way through to the end. It's a tough one. It literally, you're not going to want to believe it. And you don't have to. You don't. But I'm telling you that there is something evil happening in our world that we need to become aware of, because this is about protecting our children, and not only our children now, but our children's children, our future generations of children. This has been going on for way too long, and the divine creator is stepping in. You better believe that we will win. The good will win in the end. But it's about us here waking up to the truth and not being fucking puppeteered by this evil that is existing on this world. In this world. Pizzagate, look it up. Pizzagate is a sex trafficking, child trafficking, not just, they want children, okay? Pizza equals children. That's their code word for child. They are sex trafficking children. Pizzagate. Through a pizza place in New York that has really tasteless, disgusting sexual art on the walls. Now, why would a kid's place that's family and you can bring your kids to have pizza have a place, have pictures and art on the wall that like is prerogative? How is this person, James Oliphant, you'll see him in the video if you watch it, how is he considered one of the most powerful men in the world just because he started a pizza shop? Why are some of his pictures for pizza for sale blatantly talking about devouring and torturing the pizzas? When you're done with them. Emails. In the video, you'll see. One directly from Hillary to Obama herself talking about the pizza extravaganza at the White House. That could be their possible downfall. Yep. It's in the email. And guess what? That server, her server that had all the deleted emails, in the hands of the divine now. And you'll see it in the video. I'm not going to spoil anything. Shit's about to come out, you guys. The truth's about to come out. So you can believe it now through my ears. through these little bunny ears and this bunny mouth that is sharing it with you or not. But the truth is about to come out. And when it does, you're going to mouth drop and you're going to think about me if you denied anything that I was trying to say. And maybe didn't watch the video. You're going to be like, what the fuck? This is all going to come out to the light. Because like I said, the server that has the emails is in the hands of the divine now. We have a secret weapon. And Hollywood is the devil. Hollywood is run by the devil, has been run by the devil. And they're blatantly putting things in your face through TV shows, through movies. Be careful with movies and shows about vampirism. Drinking blood, eating flesh, torturing your victims. I mean, this all comes from somewhere. If you think that it's just movies, it's just Hollywood, think again. Children's lives are at stake. Think again. There is an evil that exists in this world that has been existing for ages, and now it is literally infiltrated Hollywood, our government, our religious systems, the Tibetans, the fucking Vatican. This order owns everything here on earth, and they made sure of that because they want us to be enslaved. They don't want us to be in our power. They don't want us to know the truth so that they can continue to feed off of us. Organ trafficking. This is really happening, people. Ask yourself why the hospitals are out of blood right now. Why are they low on blood? Why do they need organs? What is in that blood that makes it like a drug? Ask yourself these questions. Why are celebrities talking about getting high off of a drug that exists in your blood after you've been tortured brutally? Why are celebrities talking about it like it's in plain sight? Oh, it's the best high I've ever had. Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, yeah, the one who owns and created Facebook, literally posted that on his page, that this specific chemical that you only get in blood after the body's been severely tortured is the best high he's ever had. What the fuck? What is going on? Ask yourself these questions. It's time to let loose of that grip that those motherfuckers have on your mind. It's about waking up to your truth. I can tell you so many things. At the end of the day, you won't believe me if it's not coming from your own self. You might believe me if it's something that you've already felt in your heart and I'm just being that person to confirm it for you, right? Like how this video that I saw confirmed everything that I felt in my heart, and I just knew. I knew it was the truth. There was nothing you could say or do that would change my mind. And now let me tell you, after watching that video and having found out the certain people that have died trying to come forward with this information, celebrities, yeah, they just fall off and they either label it a suicide or a overdose or an accident. Two of the prominent ones were Chris Cornell and the guy from Linkin Park. I forget his name, I'm sorry. But they had started a children's foundation to help orphans, to help children who have been abandoned. And they started it together because they were both severely depressed because they have both been sexually abused as children. And guess what? They died 2 months apart from each other. Chris Cornell first, and then the guy from Linkin Park. Supposed suicides. Now I'll tell you what, ever since I've awakened to this truth, they have been sitting by my side, encouraging me to speak my truth. Avicii. Him too. Check out the last video that he did. I forget the name of the song, but it's in there. Children trafficking. Blatantly in there. And it was like that threatened their order. This is how they deal with it, with murder. This is how, oh my God. Look it up. I encourage you to do all the research. I'm about to go through a list of names that's in the video, but just in case you don't want to watch the whole video, I'm going to go through the list of names right now of people who are involved that have been named as pedophilers, part of this ring, part of this sex trafficking ring. Seth Green, Claire Grant, Tom Hanks, Stephen Colbert, Mark Thompson, Steven Spielberg, John Podesta, the right-hand man of Obama, Jimmy Savile, Lloyd Kaufman, David Yarovesky, Dan Schneider, Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, Elsa Gates, who I don't even know who the fuck that is. I gotta look her up. Frank Giestra, Ted Gunderson. B. Affleck, Susan Copeland, Daryl O'Connor, Eric Einstein, Don Kuykendall, Fred Burton, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, James Oliphant. Look them up. Just see what you find. See what type of people they are. And you tell me what you think. All right, guys, I'm going to stop there because I feel like that's probably as much as some people can handle right now. That was a really light version, y'all. I'm going to put the link of the video down below. I really suggest, if you want to know the truth, if you have children, watch this video, because as hard as it was to watch, it will open your eyes. And knowledge is power. Namaste.